are these? They look like seagulls. That's crazy. I don't know what these little birds are. And there's a bunch of them. But there's the destination. The holy grail of the day after Christmas.
Arrow on it.
It's got an arrow on it?
Yeah.
They have gifts all day long.
That is true.
This is not good for both sides. President Zelensky, you look fabulous in that suit. There's great respect for the fight that.
Let me guess, it's a box full of peanuts.
Cashews.
Cashews. Oh my gosh. Holy smokes.
Now they gotta make sure they got the right size.
So,
Yeah.
we wanted to do the same damn thing
What does that look like in
so that everybody would be warm.
Yeah, I did. Wow.
Tutu.
Got two also.
They're gonna think we're twins.
Oh, you didn't hear him say it. That also. That's true.
Uh-oh. We might need the knife again, Dawn.
Okay. It is nice. Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
When he gets mad at me, he'll wear one color and I'll wear the other.
There you go.
I don't get mad at you though.
Oh, you don't have to wear the same color.
May I?
How come you got a knife with you?
May I?
Yes.
How do you do a show? When you talk about a man who was here
This thing's really
with us
sharp.
on this show 24 hours ago.
Charlie Kirk was an incredibly intelligent, effective organizer. I surely disagree with his position. But political violence in this country is what we wreck.
I do too.
What'd you get?
New jammies.
Oh,
Oh my gosh,
that's great.
thank you so much. Oh, those are so
You know what's funny is I don't like going outside with my heavy coat,
Uh-huh.
and I've got a light coat,
And look,
and I get cold with that one.
Uh-huh.
So this is perfect,
Yay!
right between.
Well, we got Alan has the same ones too.
Does he?
Yeah.
arenas earlier, and I'm like, man, those are so sweet.
We're gonna have to take you
Yay!
up on your tax return.
Okay.
We have lazy dogs. Oh, there goes that one. Oh, goodness. So cold outside, but so warm in here. Here's our Thanksgiving dinner. And we've got one more thing in the oven. Those. Ooh. Okay, headed out of the neighborhood, and I'm sure we're going to have some beautiful snow-capped mountains to look at. We're in the loaner car, so we got to be careful because we don't have snow tires and we don't have all-wheel drive. But we do have beautiful snow-capped mountains. My chauffeur is doing a great job. I thought I'd show you some scenery.
like this, and all the bombs went into the hangar bay and up against the side of the elevator. And you want to talk about a scary situation. So I was the only one qualified because I was the only one on duty at that point. So I got in the crash crane and we started belly dropping. Take turns belly dropping people in and strapping these bombs out, bringing them in one by one back onto the carrier deck, and then taking them back off over to.
Hey guys, I thought I'd show you how it looks this morning. And today, I think, pretty sure it's the 9th, Friday the 9th of January. We have not gotten very much snow at all this year. And it's kind of weird because we started out in October. We got like 3 snows in October, which is more than usual, 3 or 4. And then we got like 1 in November and 1 in December. So kind of crazy that we haven't gotten very much snow, but it is beautiful. You can kind of see the big 14ers over there. And I'm just in the neighborhood, so I feel okay doing this video. I did get snow tires on my new car. I haven't shown you my new car yet. I need to do that. I really love the interior. But anyway, a lot's been going on. A lot has been going on. Stuff at home with the starting to look at Arkansas again, and I'll fill you in on that. And then the sale of the shop still looks very positive, and we talked to our realtor for our house up here last night. She gave us some good information because we do want to go ahead and buy our house in Arkansas. And yes, I said our house. So we got a lot of things going on. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the pretty scenery this morning. Hi guys. It's been a long time. Look how long my hair's getting. My mother-in-law came and she's like, "Oh my gosh, look how long your hair is." When in reality, it's not really very long, but it's longer. It's probably about that long. Probably about that much too long. But my hairdresser moved away. Let me show you. I did make a hair appointment. And I want to show you the haircut that I'm going to get. I showed it to Honey and he's like, "Oh yeah, I like that." Let's see. Okay. Let's see if I can show you. That's it. This one right here. So, yeah, on the 28th, I'm going to go get that haircut. We started back on the hunt for... Let me turn my light on. We actually started looking for a house in Arkansas rather than land in Arkansas. And we thought we'd go ahead and buy the house there now, and then we'd start moving things kind of slowly so that we have like half our stuff here and half our stuff there. And then we ran into a little hiccup, and it kind of gave us the opportunity to think a little bit more, because my buyer for the business is coming to spend the whole day with us tomorrow to see how things run. And we're still waiting on her final approval from, I say the government, but it's the state, it's not the SBA, Small Business Administration. It's a more localized loan. I don't even know how to describe it, But my broker is like, there's no reason she shouldn't qualify. It's just a process that takes a lot longer than the SBA, which the SBA took about 3 months. She said this could take 5 to 6 months. And, you know, I'm totally okay with that because I don't mind the income that I will have for the, you know, the subsequent months. But it would be nice to know for sure if we should go ahead and buy that house, because if for some reason this falls through, I have 4 more years on my lease, and it would be kind of rough to own 2 houses for 4 years. We're thinking if it's just an interim of 6 months, even maybe a year, that would work. So it's so frustrating when you just don't know. But anyway, Christmas was good. The in-laws came. You saw the videos of the in-laws. Everybody had a good time. You know, when it was time for them to go, we were ready for it to just be me and Honey again. We left Christmas up until this past weekend. We took it down the 11th, and that's a lot of work. But it was kind of funny. The night before we were going to take it down, Honey says to me, you know, I really do like the way that you decorate for Christmas if you want to leave it up year round. I was like, no. It's more special when you don't leave it up year round. And it would just be kind of weird. But I said, no, it has to get put away. So he put it away. And as we're putting it away, he's like, you know, I might bitch and gripe and complain the whole time we're taking it out. And I might bitch and gripe and complain the whole time we're putting it away. But I want you to know how much I love what you do for Christmas. And that just made me feel awesome. So, yeah, we're super busy at Christmas, and we've been super busy at the shop since Christmas. Usually it, you know, kind of dies down because we do so many at Christmas. They don't need grooming again for 4 to 6 weeks. But honestly, we had the highest grossing day in over a year in January. So, yeah. So anyway, my best friend sent me a beautiful, not framed, a canvas, large canvas of Santa, a really beautiful Santa and his reindeer. And I just love it. It's still up because we still have 1 tote to finish. So there's some stragglers, but yeah, I got a crown, and it's just not fitting exactly as it should. So that's been kind of frustrating. I went back and they did some more work on it, but it's still just not exactly right. So it's kind of bothering me. I went and got my cortisone shot. You can see how red it is. I got that Monday. Today's Wednesday. Today I was supposed to go to jury duty. So I had a jury summons. This is my 3rd one. The first 2, I got out of it. But this one I was like, I gotta go. So I scheduled the day so that I didn't have to be there. And when you have to call the night before, and I called the night before, and it said, if you have been summoned for jury duty in the month of January of 2026, all cases have been vacated and you are not needed. So I had the day off. You know, I finished up laundry that I didn't get done over the weekend. Kind of did some crafting. And then my brother needed my help. Oh my God, I almost lost my mind with what my brother needed. So, yeah. I can't tell you what it was, but it was a whole big bunch of stuff that's way over my head. And I had to do it anyway. I had to figure it out, and I was frustrated. And he was like, I'm sorry. It's like, you've never asked me to do anything for you. So I have to get this done. And I finally got it all figured out and got it done. And whew, that's done. And I'm working with a real colorful kit, which has been kind of hard for me because I usually don't work with these kind of colors. But in another way, it's actually kind of fun. But anyway, so that's kind of the wrap up. So the wind damage. The adjuster is coming on the 19th. So this coming Monday. And we have our estimate for the roof. You know, we had a roofing company come out and give us an estimate. The water feature company had to come out and give us estimates because this is, you may not understand, but with a pond, it's not just like a hole and there's water in there. There's an actual ecosystem. So when there is a lot of debris and things blown into the feature, what happens is that stuff starts to break down, and then it throws that balance of the ecosystem off because there's all this decaying, they have a name for it. I can't think of exactly what it's called, but it doesn't belong there, and it's going to mess up the ecosystem, and that could kill the fish. I don't know for sure how many fish are alive versus if anybody died, because not all of them have come out because it's still so cold. So there could be dead fish in there, and they have to clean it out to find out if there's dead fish, and then insurance would pay for the dead fish, and we have to find that out. So we had all the fuel for the generator for 6 days. We lost all the fish, but our beef and pork and stuff stayed solid, frozen out in the garage fridge. The fence, they're going to have to replace the fence. So we had a fire mitigation company came out. They gave us an estimate for debris removal, and to take down trees that are like leaning far over, stuff like that. So we have to get all of that done before we could even put the house on the market. So, good Lord willing and the creek don't rise, we could put the house on the market in like the 1st of May. And when we packed up Christmas, I told Honey, I said, I am going to pack this stuff up as if it is going to travel to its new home before next Christmas. That would be so lovely. I still feel comfortable grooming. I don't feel like I'm getting too old. I feel like I could finish the 4 years that I still have on the lease if I needed to. But it would be nice to be retired. Sometimes I feel a little jealous of Honey because, he gets to stay home now. And he is jealous of me because he would rather go to work. So I feel like my creating is, although it's a hobby right now, I've had some really good months where I've sold over $2,000 worth of stuff. And, if I was more consistent, if I had enough in my Etsy store, I probably would be selling more. So anyway, yeah, that's what's been going on. I get messages from you guys. Hey, I haven't heard from you in a long time. Is everything okay? And I appreciate those messages a lot. But yeah, everything's fine. Just kind of in a holding pattern with the whole business thing, and anxious to get, things done as far as selling the business, but that's just, it's just the way it is. So anyway, thanks for watching. I'm going to put this together and get it on YouTube, and we'll see you hopefully soon. Hopefully it won't take this long. And we'll see you next time. Bye, guys.